you live in my heart, quietly, like a melody that plays without a sound. I don't have to see you to feel you. Your name moves through me like breath, soft and invisible but essential. In moments of silence, I still hear your laughter. I still feel your fingers brush against mine, and I carry the warmth of your smile like a secret only the stars understand. Every heartbeat whispers your name. It's not just love, it's a forever kind of feeling that refuses to fade. When I wake, you're the first thought dancing in my mind, and when I close my eyes at night, you're the last light I hold on to. My dreams are built around you, and my hopes rise with you beside me, even if you're not physically near. You're always inside me. No matter how far the world takes us, you remain close. I don't need maps. I don't need signs, because I know where you are. You live in my heart like a flower that never wilts, like a fire that never dims. I don't seek grand displays. Your presence in my soul is already the most beautiful thing I own. There are days I look at the sky and smile, wondering if you feel what I feel, if your heart beats a little quicker at the thought of me, if the same moon that watches over me also watches over you. Love like this isn't made from moments, it's made from destiny, woven in silence, stitched by longing. My love, you've made a home in my heart. You didn't knock, you just walked in, and I let you stay because it felt right. It felt like fate. You're the peace in my chaos, the calm in my storm. Even when I'm surrounded by the world, it's your memory that keeps me grounded, that gives my soul somewhere to rest. Sometimes I wonder if you know just how deep this feeling runs. If you could only see the way your name glows inside me like golden light. You are the poem I write in the air when no one's looking. You are the rhythm of my silence, the beauty in my waiting. Loving you isn't something I do, it's something I am. I don't need to hold your hand to feel close to you. Love doesn't always need touch. Sometimes, it needs trust. Sometimes, it needs patience. And always, it needs truth. And I have never been more honest than when I say, you live in my heart, and I never want you to leave. People talk about soulmates like they're rare, but I met you, and I knew. There was no thunder, no magic spell, just the quiet understanding that I had found someone who made my heart feel like home. You didn't complete me. You reflected the part of me that had been waiting for your light. Even in my busiest hours, you cross my thoughts like a prayer. You've become part of everything I do. When I write with you in mind. When I breathe with you in spirit. I have wrapped my soul around yours without a single thread showing. And that's the kind of love no distance can break. I don't need to shout this to the world, because my love is not for show, it's for you. Only you. My heart keeps your picture even when no one else can see it. I talk to you in silence. I smile with you in memory. I live with you in every quiet beat of my heart. I don't fear the future because I carry you with me. Even if the world changes, even if everything around me falls apart, you remain untouched, safe in the place where no one else can reach, in the center of my heart. My love for you isn't a passing emotion. It's the story I will keep writing for the rest of my life. So if you ever feel alone, just close your eyes and listen. You'll hear me there, in every heartbeat, in every breath, whispering to you, forever, you live in my heart, and that's where you'll always belong. Some will say a promise without proposal defies tradition, but tradition itself once defied the unknown to become custom. Let us be that daring archetype, two spirits who choose resonance over ritual, echo over emblem. Let critics calculate alliances and scribes chase signatures. Our covenant lives beyond ink. It is the hush within the falcon's glide, the pause between pearl diver breaths, the ruby flash behind a monarch's gaze when love, not lineage, commands him. With this promise I stake more than a throne, I stake the very pulse that crowns each moment with purpose. So listen, beloved, as twilight folds its lavender wings around us. Hear the low murmur of the gulf blessing our secret harbor. Hold this promise like a lantern when night deepens, and I will meet its glow from wherever duty tethers me. Proposal is ritual, but promise is revolution. Tonight, revolution belongs to us alone. And when dawn finally unlaces the pearl-bright curtain of morning, you will see my words have taken root in every corner of the palace, petals on courtyards, verses on the breeze, vows etched into the gentle hush of corridors. Where others bring bouquets that wilt, I bring a garden that blooms with each new sunrise. Listen carefully, for I shall repeat it only with actions henceforth. It is a promise, not a proposal, and in that promise, my love stands everlasting. The courtyard lanterns fade, but in their place rises a dawn of fragrant jasmine, carrying the scent of every oath I have ever breathed for you. What began as a whisper grows into a river's roar, winding beneath marble bridges until it carves a canyon of certainty between us and the doubters who linger beyond palace gates. Out there, treaties fracture and alliances bend like reeds in a storm. Yet here our promise stands firm, crystallized in the hush after the muezzin's final note. No scribe records this moment, but the soft click of your pulse against mine seals a covenant grander than any royal edict. Step with me into the Hall of Mosaics, where mirrored walls multiply us into eternity. Each reflection shows a different future, some draped in ceremonial gold, others cloaked in the plain garb of wanderers, but every image shares one constant, the steady glow of promise in our joined eyes. Let the courtiers gossip about succession plans and dowries. We shall let our reflections speak in silence, conveying truths even the keenest diplomat cannot decode. See how the light schemes polished tiles to write our initials in unspoken fire. Beyond the corridors, falcons circle high, their silhouettes inked against a desert sky that stretches wider than any empire. I have tethered no leash to their talons, just as I would never tether your spirit. Instead, I teach them the compass of my heart so they may deliver fragments of this vow wherever you roam. A single plume left on your windowsill at dawn, a feathered shadow heard beating above unfamiliar streets, reminding you that you are followed by devotion, not by decree. Tonight the orchestra rehearses for a state banquet, tuning violins and polishing brass, but the true symphony lives where a harp string hums beneath your skin each time you recall my words. Permit that invisible melody to tangle with your breath, to guide your steps the way moonlight guides pearl divers to hidden reefs. I promise that each chord will resolve in gentle cadence, never leaving your spirit suspended in unresolved longing. Music ends, echoes fade, but the sound of promise reverberates beyond the scope of mortal ears. If war drums thunder on distant horizons, let them beat their fury against the shield I forge from quiet constancy. For courage is not the absence of fear, but the presence of a vow unbreakable. Nations may summon me to battlefields where sand runs scarlet and banners snap like wounded birds. Yet across every roar of cannon, I will hear the still, small voice of my pledge, and it will guide me home, unerring, to the hush of your heartbeat. We have witnessed how sandstorms can erase even the broadest caravan tracks, yet my promise is etched deeper than any dune. Should swirling grit blind every path, follow the taste of dates ripened under the same moon that watched us swear eternity. In that sweetness you will find my breadcrumb trail, devotion pressed into each amber drop, leading you back to an oasis we alone inhabit, where palm fronds whisper lullabies older than language. I have walked among stargazers in Al Thuraya Observatory, where scholars trace constellations that foretold dynasties long before my lineage breathed its first.